I kind of took on a challenge from my brother the summer before my rat year. He said, hey, why don't you grow your hair long and see what it's like when you matriculate? So when I matriculated, there was actually a picture of me in the bomb, in the '89 bomb. And I'm sitting there and I'm crying. There's hair like all over my face and tears are coming down. So I looked kind of like a medieval monk or something like that, you know? And so you got all this long hair. Especially during your first year as a rat, you have the ability to thrive in adversity. Not just survive, but to adapt. Knew I didn't want to go into the military, I realized that. And so during the early '90s, the economy was pretty tough. But I did feel this sense of serving. You know, I knew I had classmates and roommates that were going into the service, and I wanted to do something for my country. And I ultimately ended up applying to and get accepted into the Peace Corps as a water sanitation engineer. And I served 2 years in Ecuador in South America. They needed to do a tax assessment of the town so they could then start develop kind of like a tax system to raise money for public works projects. So I helped them with that tax-based assessment. I set up a database. I kind of networked within the volunteer community. I ended up writing a small business grant to a nonprofit back in the States, and I received the money to then, I developed a latrine project for about 30 different schools in the Campo or in the countryside, and then built latrines for these remote schools in my second year. So that was kind of a rewarding project. It was pretty nice. It's the adversity thing that's really common. Being at VMI was a totally different environment than being at home or being in high school. Being in Ecuador, 6,000 miles away, different country where I was learning the language, didn't know the language, didn't know the culture. Well, I'm so fortunate to be an alumnus, to know I've benefited from the alumni support. I very modestly give to the Institute. And I think it's in life, just like at VMI, it's about consistency. Sometimes it's about small steps or just being consistent, and over time that adds up. So since I've graduated, I've supported the Institute, and I keep doing it because I know that I owe that to VMI and I owe that to the cadets, the future cadets and the cadets that are there.